Pile 1. The weight of distance and the silent love that still lingers. Your person is enduring a storm, one that seems to have taken over every part of their life. It's the kind of turmoil that doesn't just show up overnight. It's been building, layer by layer, over time. You may sense that something has felt off, that there's been a heaviness in the energy between you, as though your connection has been put on pause without your consent. The truth is, they're going through one of the toughest emotional chapters they've faced in a long while. For some of you, this struggle could be rooted in the connection itself, misunderstandings, unspoken words, emotional distance, while for others, it may come from personal battles your person is facing behind closed doors. These could involve family issues, work stress, mental health struggles, or the lingering weight of past heartbreaks that never fully healed. What's certain is that your person feels tired, the kind of tiredness that goes deeper than sleep, the emotional exhaustion that comes from holding everything together while silently falling apart inside. It's been a long time since your person has been present in this connection in the way they once were. There was a time when their messages felt warm, consistent, and full of playful energy. Conversations flowed easily, and you both felt that spark, that excitement of being understood, of being wanted. Yet, slowly, something changed. The communication might have become rare, colder, or even completely silent. The absence of their energy feels louder than words, doesn't it? Even though they may seem distant, this person has not let go of you emotionally. The connection you share still lingers within them, like a memory they return to whenever life feels too heavy. They might not show it, but you are often on their mind. You appear in their thoughts when they're driving, when they're alone before bed, when they hear a song that reminds them of your laugh or your kindness. You may find yourself wondering, do they still care? Was it ever real? Were they just playing with my emotions? Spirit is guiding you to understand that what you shared was authentic. This person's feelings for you are never false. But their current silence is not about lack of love. It's about fear, confusion, and the inability to manage both their own struggles and the demands of a deep emotional connection at the same time. They are overwhelmed, not by you, but by the weight of their own world. For some, this person may be the type who hides behind humor or distraction when life gets hard. They might act carefree, flirty, or nonchalant to cover up what's really going on inside. But the truth is that they feel lost. There's a decision looming in their mind, one they've been avoiding for quite some time. This decision could involve their life direction, their sense of identity, or the commitment they want to give to you. They know that to move forward, truly and fully, they would have to make a major sacrifice. Perhaps it means leaving behind an old version of themselves, walking away from a toxic environment, or facing fears that have kept them small. When they think about you, they see what could be, the stability, the warmth, the emotional safety. But that vision also scares them, because in order to be with you in the way you deserve, they know they'll need to change. Change isn't easy for them. They stand at the threshold, looking at this new chapter that love could bring, and yet their feet feel stuck. One moment they're ready to step forward. They send a message, make a promise, or open up emotionally, and then suddenly, they retreat. It's not that they don't want to cross that line. It's that they're still wrestling with everything they'll have to let go of on the other side. Spirit wants you to know that this hesitation is not rejection. This is transformation. They are being guided through a process of growth that will eventually allow them to meet you on equal ground, heart to heart, without the walls, without the fears. You may be frustrated by how slow this is moving. You might feel forgotten or even tempted to close your heart off completely. But the message here is to breathe and trust the process. Their silence is not the end. It's a cocoon stage, not a conclusion. You've already poured so much of yourself into this connection. Your love, your patience, your compassion. Spirit wants you to redirect some of that energy back toward yourself now. You can love them without waiting for them. You can care deeply while also reclaiming your power and your peace. This person knows you love them. They feel it in the quiet moments. And whether or not they admit it aloud, they love you too. They are just learning how to love themselves at the same time, and that, right now, is their hardest lesson. If you are seeing signs or synchronicities, repeated numbers, dreams of them, songs that seem to echo your emotions, those are confirmations from the universe that this connection is still alive. The energy hasn't ended, it's evolving. The more you focus on your healing, the more the vibration between you both will lift. Eventually, they will return, not as the confused version you knew, but as someone who has faced their shadows and chosen love over fear. The universe is already preparing that moment of alignment, but divine timing requires patience. Until then, live your life fully. Let love find you in unexpected ways. When the time is right, your souls will recognize each other again, not as lost halves, but as two complete beings ready to love freely. Pile 3: Secrets, Distance, and the Hidden Path to Freedom. For those drawn to Pile 3, the energy surrounding your person is layered, secretive, and deeply conflicted. Theirs is a heart carrying both love and burden, a duality that explains their unpredictable behavior. One moment, they reach out and speak with warmth and sincerity. The next, they vanish without explanation, leaving you uncertain and emotionally unsettled. This connection has the energy of something powerful yet unfinished, like a story still being written behind the curtains. Spirit reveals that there are many things happening in your person's life that you cannot see right now, things they've chosen to hide, not because they want to deceive you, but because they don't know how to explain the chaos that surrounds them. For some of you, this is a long-distance connection. Physical miles separate you, different time zones, different daily lives, and the distance itself makes things more complicated. For others, you might still communicate regularly, yet there's an invisible wall between you. They speak, but not completely. They share, but selectively. They promise, but rarely follow through. Your intuition has likely sensed this imbalance. You've noticed the subtle signs, the delayed replies, the sudden mood shifts, the energy that feels both close and distant at once. Spirit confirms that you are not imagining this. Your person is indeed hiding parts of their truth. But what are they hiding? For many, it's not another romantic partner, but rather a situation, a heavy entanglement or personal crisis that has them feeling trapped. This could be a toxic relationship they haven't yet escaped from, a demanding family dynamic, a financial or legal struggle, or even their own internal demons such as addiction, anxiety, or self-sabotage. They fear that revealing these truths might cause you to walk away, and losing you is the one thing they're terrified of. They don't want you to see them as broken or unstable. They want to be strong for you. And so, instead of being transparent, they put on a brave face and try to handle everything alone. Unfortunately, this creates confusion and distance because while they think they're protecting you, their silence only deepens your pain. Despite all this, their love for you remains sincere. They think of you constantly. In fact, you are often their motivation to keep pushing through the darkness. You represent hope, the light they imagine waiting for them once they get out of their current situation. When they close their eyes and dream of peace, it's your presence they see beside them. Still, they are not ready yet. They are entangled in circumstances beyond their control. The environment around them feels suffocating, like they're walking on eggshells every day. There's manipulation, control, or pressure from others that limits what they can say or do. This is why they act inconsistent. Not because they're playing games, but because they are emotionally imprisoned. They are trying to find a way out. Quietly, cautiously, they've been planning their escape, seeking advice from trusted friends, praying for guidance, and hoping for a lucky break. Some have allies helping them behind the scenes, offering emotional or practical support. But ultimately, your person knows that the final step, the real decision, must come from within. They need to reclaim their power. Every time they think of you, their heart aches with both love and frustration. They wish they could reach out fully, be honest, and build something new. But the timing isn't aligned yet. There are karmic lessons being learned here, lessons about boundaries, courage, and truth. Your person feels pain in silence. They might act like everything is fine, but inside they are crumbling. When they see your name pop up, their heart skips, but instead of responding immediately, they pause, unsure of what to say, because they know they can't yet give you what you deserve. They long for the day they can come to you free. No lies, no fear, no external restrictions. This secrecy isn't meant to punish you. It's part of their soul's journey, a process of clearing old energy and reclaiming authenticity. Spirit wants you to understand that what's hidden will soon come to light. The truth always finds its way to the surface. In the meantime, you are being guided to trust your intuition. If you feel something is wrong, don't gaslight yourself into believing otherwise. You are perceptive. You are connected. You know what your soul feels, even if words have not confirmed it. The love between you is deep, but it's a love being tested by circumstance and timing. They may not be ready to face everything yet, but they will. The pain and confusion they feel are catalysts for growth. They are being pushed by the universe to confront their fears, break free from toxic patterns, and step into their truth. This is not an easy road for them, and it's not an easy one for you either. But know this, even in separation, even in silence, your souls are communicating. You might feel their emotions, their longing, even their sadness at times. That's the energetic bond between you still pulsing beneath the surface. If you are seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 222, or if you've been dreaming of them, those are signs from spirit that your connection is divinely orchestrated. There is still more to unfold. The best thing you can do right now is hold space, not by waiting passively, but by continuing to live your truth. Send them love energetically, but set boundaries in the physical world. Let them do the work they need to do. You cannot save them, and you were never meant to. Your role is to inspire healing through your strength and self-respect. In divine timing, when the lessons are learned and the ties that bind them are released, they will come forward. When that day arrives, you will understand why things had to unfold this way, why the distance, the silence, and the mystery were necessary steps towards something more authentic and lasting.